In this video, we're going to talk about the top entry-level video cameras you can use to shoot online video. Here's our top 3 picks coming up. It's 2020 and right now, online video is absolutely exploding. If you're not using video in your business online right now, you're missing out. But where do you start and what kind of equipment should you use? Well, in this video, we're going to cover the most important thing. What video camera could you use right now to start shooting really good content? Option 1 is right here, your mobile device. Now, mobile devices right now are really evolving in their video shooting capability. My mobile device can shoot up to 4K video, it's 24-25 frames per second, and I can even shoot slow motion using my mobile phone. So that's pretty crazy considering that this is just a daily device I use for my everyday kind of communication and that kind of thing. But the fact that I've got a really cool, capable device just sitting in my pocket is amazing, right? So this is always going to be option 1 for me, is use your mobile device if you don't have anything else available. Now you can even get some extensions to really take this to the next level. You could use a stabilizer. So if you're walking around, you could connect a stabilizer to your phone and shoot really good looking content. Or you could get a tripod. So you could literally sit the tripod up on your table or your desk or whatever and shoot video content really easily. So that's my first option, is the mobile phone. So what are the pros of using a mobile device? It's obviously in your pocket, so it's readily available at all times. It shoots 4K video, which is pretty remarkable for something that just sits in your pocket. The third thing is that you can actually edit your video content right on your device. There's a whole host of video editor applications you can get nowadays on Android and on iPhone. And lastly, you can get some really cool accessories. You can get tripods, you can get stabilizers and things like that that completely attach to your mobile phone, which is great. And you know what? A bonus thing is that you can upload directly to social media from your phone. So if you edit a video on your phone, you're instantly able to publish to Instagram, Facebook, and wherever else you want to put your content. So the mobile phone option is a great option. The only downside to the mobile is obviously that the storage capacity is not always the best. If you're using an iPhone, you have to pretty much sacrifice the storage on your phone. Now, that's not going to beat a normal video camera. Unfortunately, you're always going to be confined to the amount of storage you've got available on the phone. Option number 2, I'm going to go with the Panasonic Lumix G7. This is an entry-level DSLR camera, but it definitely is a step up from using your mobile device. Reason number 1 is that it's got interchangeable lenses. So if you want to get different looks and you want to get different frames of reference in terms of how much of a shot you get, then using a proper DSLR camera is going to be the best way to go. You can get little attachments for a mobile device, but it's no way going to compare to using an actual video camera. You can also shoot really high quality photos, obviously, being a DSLR, so you could use that content for social and anything else. And once again, you can shoot all the way up to 4K, and this type of footage is going to be much more friendly to use when you're color grading and editing in an actual video editor on your machine. So the pros of shooting with a video camera like this is, number 1, it is once again quite portable, very versatile, it's mobile, so if you're running around and shooting, it's really easy to shoot on this kind of camera. Secondly, it shoots great picture quality, so it'll shoot up to 4K. It's got interchangeable lenses. It's a better option if you want to work with that footage in an actual video editor rather than your mobile phone. So you're going to get a lot more color information and data in that kind of image quality. And the final pro that I'll give for this kind of camera is that it's manual. So when you're shooting video on a mobile phone, there's only so much you can really do when it comes to changing your white balance and using color profiles and shutter speed and ISO and all these kinds of things. Whereas when you're using an actual DSLR camera, you've got all the flexibility and functionality of a manual camera. So when you're setting up a shot, you've got so much more control over how you want that shot to look. So that's why this is definitely a really good option if you're looking for something low cost and friendly to use. In terms of cons, can't really think of any particularly for this camera. There's always going to be other options of cameras, but to be honest, this is a really good choice. For my final recommendation, I'm going to go ahead and call out the Canon PowerShot G7X Mark III. Now, the Mark III is a newer camera. I used to use the Mark II, which is also the camera Casey Neistat used to use. I think he might still use it, to be honest. And the reason this is a really great camera is because it's absolutely tiny. It can fit in your pocket pretty much alongside your mobile device. It's easy to just pull out and shoot wherever you are and whenever you want. And it's really just a great, versatile, portable camera. The only downsides to this is that it's not interchangeable lenses, so you're gonna have to use like a digital zoom if you wanna kind of, create different kinds of shots. But really, if you're kind of on the go and you're doing kind of action vlogging where you're kind of traveling or on the road and whatever else, this is a really cool camera. The other cool thing with it is that it's got a flip screen, so you can actually flip the screen and do a really cool selfie perspective if you wanted to do that. So it's quite versatile in that regard, so you can get a lot of different kinds of shots out of this kind of camera. It's really low cost, and again, it's got all the manual options that a normal video camera would have. The only thing it doesn't have that a normal video camera would is the interchangeable lenses. So really, the only downside to the camera is the fact that you can't change out the lenses. So between this and shooting with the Lumix G7, it really comes down to personal preference. Do you want to be able to change your lenses out? Do you not? Depending on which way you kind of want to go, that's going to dictate which option is going to be better for you. So those are my top 3 picks for entry-level video cameras for your video content if you're looking for something low cost and effective to start shooting with right now. I'm going to throw in a bonus one as well, the GoPro. Now the GoPro is a great camera if you're on the go, you're doing a lot of action shooting, you're traveling, maybe you're doing sports and that kind of thing, or you're walking around doing selfie type content. It's a really good camera because it's literally like that big, a couple of inches, and it's so portable, it's ridiculous, and it shoots up to 4K video as well. There are a couple of downsides. Well, one key downside in my personal opinion is that the field of view is really, really wide. Now, that might be cool if you're shooting action shots and you're kind of like, you want to go under the water and create all these amazing kind of shots. But if you're just doing a shot like this, where you're just talking to camera, it isn't really the best option. But, it might be something you want to add in and use alongside these other cameras to create other types of shots and footage for your videos. So that's just another option if you want to check that out. If you are interested in taking a closer look at any of the cameras I've mentioned, take a look at the description section below this video where you're going to find a whole load of links that link out to all the different cameras I've mentioned. And just a quick one, if you're interested in creating amazing, stunning looking video animations and content you can add into your really cool content you're putting out online, go ahead and check out Viddyoze.com. There's a link in the description section below, and it will allow you to create amazing video content in just a few clicks of your mouse in a matter of minutes. So that's Viddyoze.com. Make sure you go ahead and check that out too. And finally, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button and hit subscribe so you can keep up to date with all the new content and tutorials we put out on a weekly basis. That's it for this video. Go out there and start creating some amazing video content, and we'll see you in the next video.